Hey guys, welcome back. This is Terry here again, and ooh, I forgot we're gonna try some tunes. Audio should be good. And we're gonna do some showdown again today. We're gonna be on the standard OU ladder. I wanted to showcase one of my one of my best friend's personal favorite Pokemon, Scizor. His favorite's actually Scyther, but I think we're gonna try out Scizor today, as we know Scizor's been a metagame staple of the past, and we're going to give it a try in the Sword and Shield metagame today. So I got Magnezone support, so Corviknight can't just come in and wall us. We got Broken Magearna, where today we're going to try a more physically defensive-based set with some speed without running Iron Defense. We're going to try Shift Gear. I'd like to see if... I think a lot of people have been saying that one's a little more effective. Now, I think it'll eventually end up getting banned, or um, people will catch on and find new ways to counter it. And actually, one of the ways I have today, if you guys are interested, I'll show you. Um, so yeah, we're running max defense and max speed with a plus nature and speed. We can outspeed a lot of common choice scarfers that way, and then that way we can take some hits on the defensive on the physical side while we set up. Ditto here is for opposing Magearnas and other sweepers who might try to set up in our faces. And I noticed when I was making this team, one of the biggest issues I had was lack of an answer for Cinderace. So I'm hoping a fully defensive Galarian Corsola can kind of be our answer to that. That and Zeraora, both prominent threats in this metagame. So without further ado, uh, let's give this a go. Hopefully we can find a battle. And as you can see, I'm using an alternative account. Try to use something with a little more battle points. Now here also, too, we have a Volcarona, which was one of the Pokemon that I kind of was hoping Ditto would come in handy for. So my guess is they're going to lead Bisharp, or Cinderace. If they lead Bisharp, I can pretty much just kind of switch into Magnezone and then fire off a few T-Bolts. If they lead Ace, I want Corsola out, so I'm going to go with Corsola as they lead with Ace. It's kind of where I figured they were going. I'm going to try to get Rocks up right away. Might as well. I doubt they're running heavy-duty boots on their Kyurem and their Volcarona. I'm guessing they're going to go right into that Bisharp on a U-turn. So as we all know, Cinderace is becoming a metagame staple ever since Libero, its hidden ability, was introduced. Now, they don't know I'm fully Fizz Def, and I think here, actually, we have a really good opportunity to try to cripple this and go for a Will-O-Wisp. And that's just what I'm going to do. Yeah, as they go for Swords Dance, thinking they can set up on the switch. And that's really great, actually, because we have options now. We can go into Ditto, but I don't want them knocking off my Choice Scarf. And I just don't think a Bisharp, with a Ditto as a Bisharp, would be enough to sweep. I'm thinking... Honestly, Magearna wouldn't be bad either. Let's go to Magearna, see what their reaction is. Another Swords Dance. So they're, I mean, Jesus. They're trying to go for a home run. But luckily, that burn is still going to come in handy. I think first we initially go for a Calm Mind, see how they react. Okay, now what? Iron Head, a critical hit. But that's just a crit regularly. I think we go for a Shift Gear. Yeah, they go for Sucker Punch. And now I think we can start clicking Draining Kiss, try to get some of our health back. So we're trying Citrus Berry on this instead of... Oh my lord! Another crit. But, I mean, their luck's going to run out eventually on those. And, I mean, really, we're okay. This is just... Wow. That just shows the power of Bisharp and why it's still an OU threat. So we get our Soul Heart boost, so... Now we're at a pretty respectable amount of special attack, and Volcarona here is not going to like the store power. Base 140 attack off us 592. We're going to go right for that. Do a clean 67. As they knock us out in one hit. That's okay, though, because we can actually go into Ditto and pretty easily revenge kill this thing. And now we kind of have an idea of what they are. Pretty standard set. I think we're going to throw off a Fiery Dance on the incoming Azu. It's okay. I don't think they can do too much to Scizor, so I'm feeling a Scizor switch is pretty safe. Even if they Belly Drum here, as they liquidate. Oh, that is as banded as all hell. Alright, so I think here we go Hydret again. And I don't predict them staying in. Anything they go into is not going to appreciate this Draco, so let's give it a go. Oh, they stay in. Are they not banded? No, they are. What? Oh, the defense drop, man. Well, here... otherwise, we could have set up a nasty plot. We're in a predicament here. So we go out to Corsola. Try to tank this and go for a strength set. Yeah, as we do. And, oh, nice. All right, so cool. So actually, right here, no way they're going to stay in. They're going to go out to Volcarona and go for game. We're going to switch into the... Oh, or Pex. Okay. We'll go into Hydret again and try to get a nasty plot up. Yep, there we go. A Toxic. That's not ideal, but it's not horrible either. And I say we drop a Draco. That's one of my favorite Pokemon tubers. PokeAimD, also known as Joey. That's his thing. Drop a Draco. I hear it so often because I'm a big fan of his videos. So when you use Draco Meteor, you drop a Draco. Now Kyurem comes out. We see it's not heavy duty boots because it took damage from Stealth Rock. Now the question is, are they scarfed? If they are scarfed, Magnezone. I say we go Magnezone. Because I don't think they go for Earth Power, and Magnezone resists pretty much everything else. If they go for Earth Power, fantastic play. But they got me back in the corner here. Yep, Ice Beam. So we're leftovers. And I don't think they're going to stay in on a Magnezone. I think that'd be foolish. I think they're going to try to go into Volk or Cinderace. Either way, I want a Toxic off. Because even if they go for Ice Beam again, Ice Beam on a bulky mon like Kyurem is not a bad thing. Especially combined with having our rocks up. We should be able to get, hopefully some nice chip on that. I just don't see them staying in here. Okay, so they're disconnecting. Come on, man. You know, all of a sudden you start making plays on people and you gotta go do laundry or whatever. We'll see. Maybe, I mean, who knows? You know, I mean, I'm not even trying to talk smack. This guy's played phenomenal. And yeah, there he goes. He's reconnected. Oh, so he's not Scarf? Oh, well, okay. Let's see what his set is. We're going for a Draco. Oh, and it misses. Oh, and they missed too. But now they know what we're going for. Oh, that was unfort. They're going to go into Azu here. I can feel it. I think we got to go Corsola. Oh, nice play. They kind of got us backed in a corner here. Doesn't mean we're down, but we're not out. So here, they would probably predict that I would predict the switch. So they're going to stay in. And we're going to just knock this, almost knock it out. Wow, that must have some bulk on it, man. Yeah, I mean, GG. They got us cooked, but that was a decent first game. So, tough loss, but, you know, the wins got to come with, you got to get some L's every now and then, too. I think we could honestly just try out another team if anyone's feeling like that. Maybe, no, you know what? We'll keep with this team. I did test this team a little bit, and I had some decent luck with it. That guy was making plays, though. So, I got to hand it to him. And this is what the Showdown ladder is. Some days, you play like crap, and so this guy's got a Sun-based team. I'm imagining that Torkoal's Heat Rock. And most likely his lead, his choice of a lead. Luckily, Ditto will be phenomenal in this to help revenge Zard and Venusaur. I think the best thing we can do is go Hydret again. Or actually, if we go Corsola, he can't spin on us on Stealth Rocks, because Torkoals typically run Stealth Rock and Rapid Spin Lava Plume, Toxic. I've seen some Yawn. Yawn doesn't concern me as much, especially on a team like this. So we're going to get rocks up. And he gets his rocks up. Pretty standard. We're going to throw off a Nightshade. Get some chip on this thing. They're pretty bulky, especially on the Fizz side. So the best thing he's got to hit me is Lava Plume. And we can always Strength Sap up on this thing. So we're going to go for another Nightshade. Now, Blissey, I had a feeling this would come in. Blissey walls this pretty good. But luckily, we have a really safe switch in Scizor. And hopefully they're not some crazy flamethrower set. Nope. They switch right into Venusaur. Good play. Now these things, this thing got a real big buff this generation with Weather Ball, Earth Power, and all that. But given that this is a Sun team, honestly, and Scizor doesn't do too much, I say we go straight for Bullet Punch. This is actually almost ideal that they would switch into this. We'll go for Bullet Punch. It's Bandit. We're going to do a ton. Yeah, 67, man. Yeah, Weather Ball should knock us right out in Life Orb. Oh, yeah, we're good. And then we're going to switch into Ditto. So that way we can try to revenge kill this thing, or at least force it out. We're going to go straight for Weather Ball ourselves. Because if anything, I think they'll go into Corviknight or Clefable. I think they're going to... What I would do is, I would go into Clefable and then try to teleport into Corviknight. So we're still going to go for that. Or Clefable, excuse me, Blissey. So that's okay. They're going to teleport here. And we can't allow that Corviknight in because we need those rocks up. So we got to go straight into Zone, Magna Zone, on their teleport. Okay, or they're Toxic. That's okay. Now here we're gonna go for a Toxic ourselves. Try to catch something like the Charizard or you know what? In that case, we should just Thunderbolt. Yeah, because that'll do more. Yeah, we're gonna Thunderbolt here. Kind of play around with this Blissey a little bit. I keep calling it Clefable, a big pink blob. This guy's got a strong team. I mean, it's got that hyper offensive look, but then you got like Blissey and Corviknight, kind of a throwback to the old Skarmory and Blissey defensive core. So Charizard, I doubt Charizard has much of a way to touch Hydreigon again. Typically these things don't run Focus Blast. Well, I'll be darned. I'm guessing it's Specs or Scarf. Either way, we're gonna jump right into Corsola, Galar. And we're going to Strength Sap, because we need some health back. Yeah, so they go into Corviknight. Now, I imagine they're going to try to defog right away. We need to throw off a Will-O-Wisp on this thing, so that we can negate those leftovers. Yep. Good, it lands, connects. Oh, that was such a tough game last game with that miss. I'm going to throw off these rocks again. Yeah, I don't think you were running Taunt. So that way we can pressure you on the switch. You're not heavy-duty boots, you're leftovers. Let's change the song. Something a little more, Yeah, there we go. Right back into Torkoal. So they're going to probably attempt to get their own rocks up. I say we still throw off a Nightshade. As they go into Cinderace, I don't really get that play. Because I'm assuming they're going to just go for Core Change. Either way, I'm just going for Nightshade. As they Pyro Ball crit, that's okay. I don't think... If it did 65 on a crit, I don't think it can kill us. Oh! We must have gotten they must have gotten a high roll there. We'll switch right into Ditto and see what this guy's running with. We're Scarfed. So, I think the best place is probably just go for Pyro Ball. That'll maximize their damage output. Even a Torkoal off of rocks is not going to appreciate this Pyro Ball. Yeah, 25%. We'll go for Pyro Ball again. Ditto definitely... putting in some work this game. Knocking out at least one Mon. This guy's thinking long and hard. Yeah, Venusaur. Oh, did you forget about the rocks, man? You must have, because you wouldn't want to put that in. And honestly, if you don't get a defog off, your rocks are... So they're definitely going for Sucker Punch here. Without a doubt in my mind. We need to switch out into Zone. Zen Headbutt. Don't know what on earth you were trying to catch in there, but... Okay, we're going to throw off a T-Bolt anyway, because after this, the sun goes away. And now, it is our turn to come in and click that Pyro Ball, which actually should almost knock it out at this. Well, you know what? No. Let's think for a second. I think we got to go for Pyro Ball. Yep, should knock it out. And then Zard's going to come and take a lot from the rocks. Blissey should not survive a Pyro Ball from a Cinderace. Or it should do a ton. Either way, Magearna can probably set up on Blissey. If we shift gear, we might be able to sweep. We're going to go for a Pyro Ball. Yep. A soft boiled, so they're going to try to stall us out a little bit. I'd like to save my Ditto, just on the off chance that we could switch in on Zard and maybe throw off an Overheat or something against it. We're going to shift gear here. So this has got Defog and U-turn. I don't think they have Taunt, and these things don't get Haze. And we're very physically defensive. We're going to try to set up a little bit here. Yeah, get some Calm Minds, calm our mind. I don't know if that's going to save you, man, because I'm just going to Calm Mind again, and then this Store Power is going to do a lot. They're going to U-turn, most likely add in a Charizard here. If they go into Blissey, that's actually okay, too. Nope, Charizard. This thing shouldn't be able to outspeed us. Even if it can, I don't think it should kill us. We're going to go for a Store Power. Yep, got that. We get our boost from Soul Heart. Great ability. And then on this thing, I'm almost tempted just to keep setting up. Oh, as they forfeit. Yep. So, that was a really well-played game. This guy, 1361, decently ranked. I mean, you know, that's closer to the lower end, but, I mean, you know what you're doing at that range. And let's see here. Now, this looks like some hyper offense. You got Aurora Veil, Alolan Ninetales, Stealth Rock, Swine. I'm guessing that Cloyster is probably King's Rock or Focus Sash. You don't see too many White Herb ones anymore. Roserade looks like could be there for hazard stacking. This could be interesting. Now, what they lead with is either going to be Tails, Ninetales, or Mamoswine. Either way, Scizor, phenomenal lead. I mean, Bullet Punch can just send one of them back to the gates of hell. I'm going to throw a Bullet Punch off right away. If they want to go into Slowbro, I got a pretty safe switch in for that, even if they want to teleport out. Incineroar, okay. And a Banded Bullet Punch, even after Intimidate, does 13. Hail chip away at it. Now, Incineroar doesn't have a whole lot to hit Hydreigon in. It does have close combat now, but you don't... I mean, it's not going to... Yeah, U-turn does a decent bit, but I'm not, like... It's not the end of the world. And besides, they want to go into Ninetales and try to get their screens up. We got answers in zone, and we can even go into our own Ditto and set up screens. Now, out comes Mamoswine. Luckily, we have a very physically defensive Corsola for this, and you don't see knockoff on these a whole lot anymore. Wow! I definitely did not expect that, as it goes for it. You know what? We'll Strength Sap. We'll get right back up. Goes into Incineroar. Now, even though this thing is Dark-type, we lowered its attack, and they typically only run knockoff, which will be lower base power now that our Violate's gone. So we're going to try to set up rocks here. Yep, they just U-turn, kind of realizing that they need to get a little momentum. Not sure what they go out to here. This could be interesting. Maybe Roserade? Cloyster, okay. We're going to attempt to Will-O-Wisp this thing. Yeah, okay, so they're going for game here. So, their stats, their lowered stats don't get restored. So they're either King's Rock or Focus Sash. Let's try to find out. Let's go for a Strength Sap, see if we can't find out. They don't opt to attack there. I don't want this thing getting out of hand. But here's the cool thing. I have a Ditto, which will copy this thing's stats without the added bummer of the burn. So I say we just... Hydreigon doesn't... I mean, it does well against Slowbro, but so does Magearna and Magnezone. I say we go right out into Hydreigon. Kind of let this thing claim them on. We're going to go for Dark Pulse, because if for some reason they're crazy and try to set up again, then we knock it out. But nope, they go for Icicle Spear, the correct play. And we're going to go out into Ditto. Copy this thing, but we don't copy the burn. Let's see what they're rocking. Ice Shard won't kill in one hit. We quad resist. They got the Rock Blast. But with how low the defenses are, I think the safest play is probably Icicle Spear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 hits. Nice. And with Cloyster's ability Skill Link, it always gets that 5-turn guarantee, and I don't think Incineroar can live this, honestly. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they have Figgy Berry. Nice. And they get off a Will-O-Wisp. Ha! They get off a Will-O-Wisp. This is still pretty powerful, so we're going to just throw off another Spear, because nothing's going to want to switch into it. Maybe except Slowbro, but at this point they kind of just sacked Incineroar. Slowbro made sense there. We'll keep Ditto around, and we'll go into Magnezone. I'm feeling pretty confident about that. Psyshock, not a bad play. I hear they might predict the Thunderbolt, so right away we're going to go for a Flash Cannon. Or, probably better to Thunderbolt. Yep, knocks this thing out. Great physical defense, not much on the special defense side. They go out into Swine. Even without a Violate, we're max defense, which is 100. It's 100 base, I believe, or very close to. So yeah, I mean, that's phenomenal. We're gonna throw off a Will-O-Wisp. Just try to cripple something a little bit. Yeah, Ninetales. It's not gonna appreciate a Will-O-Wisp, but it's a special attacker, so it's more. The burn's not gonna matter, but we're gonna switch out in a zone. Roar Veil, I don't know if that's going to save you now, bub. We're going to throw off a Flash Cannon. Yeah, they go for Blizzard, so they're just trying to get in Swine for free. But luckily we kept Scizor alive, because Scizor should just kind of clean up from here if we can play around this Veil properly. I think the play here is to sack Magnezone. Go out into Corsola, Strength Sap right away. Don't want this thing getting out of hand. That's okay. That's all right. We got that under control. So it's Black Sludge. I'm not sure what this thing can really do to us. God, dude, check out its set. They want a Spike Stack. We'll Spike Stack on them. Yep. Had a feeling they were going for something silly like that. And this thing can't touch Magearna. Cool. That's what we call cool. So their Sludge Bomb's doing a lot, but we're just going to keep Spike Stacking. We still got Veil up. We're going to attempt to set up with Magearna. Because even if they go out in a Mammoth... Yeah, so they can't really touch us. And if now the Veil's gone, if they go out in a Mamoswine, Mamoswine's not going to like this. So, I mean, I think we just go for Stored Power, and that should be game. Yeah, I mean, so this is going to hurt. Ouch. Yeah. Good game, bud. It's not bad. We came back, won another game. I told you this team's got some fight in it. Let's get another game going. By the way, thanks to everyone who watched my first video and got a lot of feedback from some good friends and associates. I appreciate it. You guys keep that coming. If my videos suck, just feel free to enlighten me and tell me why. I mean, I'm learning and I'm trying to make these decent. So if they're not any good, I definitely need to know. Here I'm seeing a Cinderace or a Como lead. Either way, Corsola is my lead. Start the timer on this lad. So Amba Exotic is sure putting some thought into their moves, which is nothing wrong with that. We're at 1421 on this account, which is not super high, but 1400s, I mean, you got to win a decent amount of games to get that high. Hopefully they make a move, man. This ain't anything I'm interested in waiting too long on. So yeah, I mean, you guys can leave your own comments. What do you think of this team? It's cool to see an old fan favorite like Scizor back, Magnezone. Oh, here we go. Cinderace. Yep, kind of what I was thinking. That's what I would have done. I'm thinking they'll U-turn right out into Hydreigon. So we'll get up our rocks. As they Pyro Ball. They might have Core Change, which if they do is okay. We're actually going to throw off a Will-O-Wisp because if they Core Change, it should make them a normal type. Nope, they go into Mandibuzz. That's okay getting a Wisp. Oh, bummer, man. Now, Mandibuzz probably won't have a lot to hit Hydreigon or Magearna. I would like to go into Hydreigon because I don't want Magearna to lose its berry just yet if they have knockoff. As they go for Defog. Good play. Well, Nasty Plot once. See what their reaction is to this. They're going to U-turn. Oh, something like Weakness Policy on Hydreigon would be just disgusting. Now, let's see here. They're probably going to try to... See, I think they're going to try to bluff the high jump kick. I'm going for a Draco. Yeah, no way were they crazy. Oh! So they're banded. They must be. I don't think... I could look at a damage calculator, but I don't think U-turn on a heavy-duty boots Cinderace typically knocks out a Hydreigon from that amount of health. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Someone can light me in the comments. This thing's going to go for Spore. I can definitely imagine that. So, Magnezone can trap Magearna and Volt Switch around. I think we're going to go into Scizor right now and U-turn. Because I don't want Scizor sleep. Oh. No, you know what? We're going to knock off. Get rid of this thing's item. See what it is. Rocky Helmet, so that's good to know. As they do go for that Spore. But the nice thing is now they can't put my Magearna to sleep. And if we get the right opportunity, we could set up on that Mandibuzz. So now that this thing's asleep, we're going to go on to Corsola. Try to get our rocks back up. Man, I would have loved to have gotten a burn on that Mandibuzz. As they go back out into Cinderace. So good look on our part. We're actually going to Strength Sap here. Try to get some health back. Maybe it's not banded. I mean, that didn't do much. Yet we are max attack. Now this thing is screaming Dark Pulse, Dark Pulse, Dark Pulse. We're going to switch out into Magearna. See what... I don't think they go for Flamethrower. So they go for Nasty Plot, which is okay. So now I'm thinking Flamethrower Flash Cannon is coming out. Either way, I'm going... Oh, wait. Let's hold on. Yeah, I'm going out and... Well... So if I shift gear once... Yeah, but I can't risk losing this thing because it can set up on Magearna. No. We got to go into... I think the sack is Magnezone here. Outside of maybe knocking out Mandibuzz, it doesn't have a great matchup against this team. Yeah, they go for Flamethrower, so I'm very glad I didn't go into my Magearna. We're going to go right into our own Ditto. Now, their initial switching is going to definitely be Magearna. But they know that I know that, and they've seen me make some doubles. And we can always go out into our own Magearna. We're going to Draco. They know, I mean... I think they're really going to stay in. I really do. If they go to Magearna, great play. I wouldn't lose this thing. This thing can set up and just kind of win. Maybe they know that. Oh, Mandibuzz. Okay. That does a clean 100%. Now they go into their own Magearna. Now this is where things can get a little scary. Luckily, we have our Ditto still. If they try to set up on us, honestly, we could let them. But... what I think we're going to do here is go out into our Corsola, try to get a burn on this thing. They look to be... I don't know if they're specs. I don't know if that's specs damage right there. Maybe it is. They're definitely not that shift gear busted set. Now, they're probably going to go right on to Hydreigon. I don't think it'll knock this out in one hit. This is definitely a tough one. I'm not going to lie. See, this is the only bummer about Corsola. It walls Cinderace in physical Zeraoras very nicely, but it does mightily struggle against... it doesn't have a whole lot of fight back. So they go on their own Cinderace. Will-O-Wisp missed. I'm going to go for a Strength Sap on something. Most likely Hydreigon. If we can get Rocks up again, that wouldn't be a bad thing either. Okay, Como. Let's see. These can run all sorts of set. This looks to be the rocker. I'm gonna set my own rock. Okay, taunt. So that's to stop Magirna. Neat. We're gonna throw off Nightshades because those do a pretty consistent amount to everything. Yeah, it's Monday. People getting back to work. I'll tell you, it's nothing like the Monday blues. But you know, I have a boss that the way she's told me she kind of looks at Mondays is, it's only 4 more days till Friday, and Fridays at work in general I feel like are a little more bearable when you know that you get to go home at the end of the day for a few days. Out comes Magirna. Taunt's gonna wear off. I think we're gonna go for our own rocks. They might go for Trick here, but that's okay. Big thing is rocks here. Yep, as they do go for Trick. So we get that scarf and they get our Violate. I mean, sucks to lose that Violate, but really, it just pressures us to switch a little more. So I'm predicting a Volt switch. So we're gonna go into Scizor and see what I'm gonna see what they react to. Oh, they Trick again. Okay, they get our Choice Band, which is awesome actually. I'm wondering, we're gonna stay here, burn a turn to sleep. Choice Band on that thing is actually nice because we locked them into, and I'm sure that it's not running Iron Head. I'd be shocked. It looks like it's pretty special set, so like they're locked into a special move on a physically or specially inclined Magirna. Hydreigon probably going to try to set up in our face. We're going to go for a BP here. Yep. Get that wake up. That's alright. That's alright. Because what this does is, this gives me the opportunity to go into my Magirna. And let's see if we can't. Let's get a Draining Kiss. Let's throw off a Draining Kiss, because if they don't switch out, then they're screwed there. And any damage on Cinderace is nice. And if they go into their Omagirna, we're just going to switch out into either Corsola or Ditto. We're not going to try to set up just yet, though. As they go Moongus. Now, that's because we don't have him on a sleep right now. I think right here we go to Corsola. With it being scarfed right now, that's okay. Let him spore that. We need this to set up to potentially win. I mean, this is a tough matchup. If we don't win this one, we don't win this one. And we go back and we try to tweak the team a little bit. You got to spend time in the lab doing your own thing sometimes. So he's thinking. I mean, I don't think he goes for Spore here. But I'm wondering if he'll know that I'm thinking that too. I mean, yeah. Let's see what he does. Yep, he switches. Yep, so he's trying to get that trick. We're going for a Wisp right here, man. The only thing that's safe, well, no, let's go for a Nightshade. Does damage to everything. As they go for a Flare Cannon. That doesn't knock us out. I'm going to let them go for another one. And you know why? Because we're going to switch into this. We're going to Calm Mind once. Here's what I'm thinking. What's this at? 79? Okay. We're going to Calm Mind once so we're not just crippled. Or is it better? No, better to... I'm Calm Minding. I don't care. Yeah, so Moongus is back at 100, which... Okay, that's no surprise. We're going to go right out into Ditto. On their... No, what... So it's a no drawback for them to Spore. So I'm thinking. Shift gear. We're gonna gamble. Yeah, makes sense. So we're gonna burn one turn of sleep, and we're physically defensively inclined with the Citrus Berry. So let's hold on. Yeah. So that is heavy duty boots, by the way. Let's go for another Store Power. Oh, didn't get that first turn. Wake up! With that Citrus Berry. We gotta go for it, man. That, okay, 3 turns of sleep. Yeah, GG, my guy. Good game, good game. Well played. I think I have another team I'd like to just do on this live before I call it a night. And I'm trying to remember. Smart people label their teams, so I would not say on the smarts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go into this one. Except I'd like to change one thing on it. We'll do this one, and then win or lose, we're calling it a day. I would like to change this. I would like to try my shift gear calm mindset on this one. Change it to citrus berry actually. Um, keep our HP low, get more back from those draining kisses. And actually, this is something else we're going to try. Instead of max speed, excuse me, I'd like to try max defense plus nature. Let's give that, well, yeah, let's give that a go. Why not? All right. Let's see if we can find a battle. And like I said, win or lose, I'm calling it after this one. I do have other obligations, and here we go. This is more what I'm thinking of in terms of a favorable matchup. So, this is a little different. Let's go out into our Excadrill. So they predict that right away. Go for that Keldeo lead. That's okay. This is a specially inclined Corsola Galar. And we got a Mantine, so I'm not worried about this thing either way. I'm going to go out into the Mantine just to see what their initial reactions. Let's start the timer on this fool. I'm not interested in wasting my time or your time. Your time is just as valuable as my time, the viewer. And time is a weird concept. We won't get into that. We will leave that to the time-traveling Pokemon Celebi. If you don't know what Celebi is, it's, you know what? For those of you who might not know, maybe you're new to Pokemon, let's see if we can find a Celebi. It's a little grass guy, the little onion head from the second movie. I called it an onion head. Kind of got that little, it looks like a growing onion. But anyways, looks like they made a move. Finally. Oh, wow, that took forever. So here, I'm definitely willing to bet money they're going to go into that Ferrothorn. In which case, we are going into Cinderace. We're gonna do is we're gonna throw off a Pyro Ball. See what they're I just want to see what the reaction is to this. I want to see if that's Intimidate or Flash Fire first of all. So that their reaction is to go to Wheezing. Interesting. I think a Zen Headbutt kills. Oh, but they go for that Zen Headbutt, and this is Intimidate. So they're going to try to Will-O-Wisp here, which would be the smart play. That's okay, though, because we have Urshifu, which, once we get rid of this Keldeo and Wheezing, and I guess the Tyranitar to an extent, kind of has field day. Either way, I'm going into Corsola, and we're going to throw off some rocks. Yeah, that does nothing. My grandma can do more damage than that. Like I said, we're going to throw up those rocks, see what they do. Yeah, so they go Wheezing. We're going to throw off a Will-O-Wisp, try to fight this thing back a little bit. So they get a Toxic, which we can Strength Sap on a lot of this team, so I'm not too worried about, believe it or not. We're going to go into Urshifu. They go for the Defog. Now this thing doesn't have the right sprite, a good-looking sprite yet, because it's new and all that. I'm doubting they're Toxic and Will-O-Wisp. Let's go for a Wicked Blow, man. Spiky Gay Boy. Yeah, whatever. Ha ha ha. You're hilarious, man. But we're going to go for another Wicked Blow, because that's a clean 2-hit KO, and this always does a critical hit. Urshifu is very busted as well. I'd imagine there's going to be some kind of suspect test and see if it's worthy of a ban to the Uber tier or not, and from overused, but we'll see. Kissing Gay Boys. Yeah, this guy's got some real homophobe going on. We're going to go right into our Corsola, Strength Sap on this thing. They go for a knockoff. Okay, so that does a tremendous amount, which is kind of discerning, but that's okay. I'm not too worried. This game is still within our grasp. Yep, we disable Plasma Fist, so this inclines me to go out into my Omantine. I don't think they can do much to Omantine without Plasma Fist. We're going to throw off a Scald. Try to get a burn. If they want to go into their Wheezing, maybe predicting a Toxic, that's cool. I don't see any reason not to go for a Scald, though. Yeah. That does a nice 32, and not sure if we outspeed. Let's find out. We do. That is just phenomenal. So they go back out into this, the real Mr. Funny Man name. I'd love to just set up on him with this Magearna, and I think that might be how we end up winning. I'm not going to sack this because I still need it against Keldeo in an emergency. Urshifu comes in and hits close combat against Tyranitar, and so here we go, Drill. Here we go, Drill. Knockoff, okay. So let him go for that close combat if they got it. Now, if I would still want to go for an EQ here. Yep, close combat, that's okay. They are Life Orbs, so their damage output's pretty crazy. But with this lower special defense, here's what I'm thinking. Go Magearna. Shift gear once. And we should outspeed, I believe. 423, 229 times 2. That sounds about right. I guess we'll find out in a second, huh? They look like they're thinking long and hard about this. Why my answer to it's Magearna? They could be fearing the Scarf, but I mean, even Aura Sphere, none of the other Mons are at a low enough health where Aura Sphere could sweep him yet. I wonder if he'll just stay in. If he does, that's an okay play, but I think he might go into that Arcanine. And if he does that, even better, because we throw off a Calm Mind, get our health back with Citrus Berry, and try to get some stored power going. And if they want to go Tyranitar and get cheeky, we'll throw off Draining Kisses and start getting our own health back. This guy sure is thinking about his turn pretty seriously. This luckily because we're max defense. Yeah. All right, now let's get a Calm Mind going. Yeah, dude. Like I'm busting with laughter against these guys' this guy's nicknames. Earthquake kind of bounces off of us. Let's give him a kiss, since he likes to talk about kissing boys so much. It's like his favorite joke for whatever reason. All right, so that didn't do much. This thing's clearly AV. We're gonna do something risky. I don't think he goes for Stone Edge. Yep. And if we can, we're gonna go for a Scout. No, yeah, Scald. Excuse me. Yep, a burn. Nice. Urshifu is dragged out. Perfect. Okay, this is actually pretty ideal. We can go for close combat here. And this doesn't really invite in anything. Yeah, no, you're not going to like this. Even with that Intimidate, yeah, that's going to hurt, man. Zero Aura is probably going to go for close combat, or I would go for Plasma Fist. Either way, at this point, this thing is... Oh. I think we got to go Mantine. Yep. Beautiful. And then we're gonna Sucker Punch here. No, Zen Sucker Punch. Oh! So he's gonna go for a Secret Sword. That's what I would go for. Unless is Pump the better play? Oh, doesn't outspeed us. Didn't think it would. This guy strikes me as running some oddball sets. So if it didn't outspeed this, will it outspeed this? It's a good question. We're about to find out. Yeah, so... But Tyranitar is doing, like, no damage at this point. So we have a chance to... Go out into our own Magearna. Yeah, Earthquake does a lot less. That burn would have been nice earlier, man. Let's Draining Kiss. Draining Kiss? Yes, Draining Kiss. wear this thing down as much as we can. As they have Fire Blast out of the blue. Okay. I think this guy might have cooked my goose. But that doesn't mean we quit trying. We're going to Sucker Punch once, get a nice crit, and we might... Okay. Actually, I don't know if that crit mattered because no way were we dying to a burnt Tyranitar. Going for another Sucker Punch, which should knock this thing out unless it's got like sub-Calm Mind. Okay, so are you just going to switch around? Oh, that's neat, I guess. So he's just going to switch and PP stall me. Yeah. Okay. So this guy... And a lot of people are saying Bandit or Shifu's not the way to go anymore, and this is a clear example as to why. But hey, you know what? Always wish your opponent a GG. And this team is a team I could see myself eventually kind of trying to build around. But I think we need to change this from Bandit to maybe like heavy duty boots or just anything else. So, but anyways, like I said, you always got to wish your opponent the good game. And so yeah, that is a wrap, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.